Hello everyone, a warm good morning to all of you. Would like to welcome to all to this YouTube channel. How are you everyone? I hope you all are doing good. So again welcome to all after a long day. I came back to restart our preparations because of some PhD work. I was unable to conduct class, and I hope without my presence you guys had continued your study. So on this note, let's start our class from international relation, and this class is based on question for theory. Okay, question as well as the theory. Considering the demand and the requirement of the examination, the class is based on the question and theory. Okay, the two things you will get here, the theory and questions. So before getting into the depth of the concept, we need to understand the objective of the class, because without the proper objective a class would be a meaningless or directionless. So let's see from which understanding we are going to initiate the class. Okay, the first and foremost objective to develop an approach how to crack the questions with regard to international relations. Okay, so my special focus would be for the questions from the your SSB. Okay, so from that point of view, to develop an approach how to crack the question with regard to international relations. Okay, then second thing, to highlights the way the question frames, how the question frame. Okay, how the question is being asked in your SSB examinations. Okay, that we need to emphasize here. Okay, then followed by the third things, to interpret the previous year trend and expected the trends. Okay, so here we are together to see the previous year questions. Okay, so as you will agree with me that international relation is a vast syllabus, and international relation like a ocean. Without having the clue, without having the clue, jumping into the ocean, it's the clueless movement. Okay, and in this ocean you will never find any kind of like so called toto odia taku ame कहू toto. तो तुम ये कौन ना, you cannot get any kind of direction that how to coordinate and how to move the particular things. Okay, so for that we need to understand the previous year questions. Okay, in my attempts also, when I was appearing for the UGC net, so this principle would would very much useful for me. So it could be also helpful in this regard, that to interpret the previous year trends, that how the question frames, what are the question from current affair, and what are the question from like the theory. Okay, how they ask the questions, that you need to understand, and the expected trends. Okay, so these three things keeping in mind, I am going to target particular and specific things. Okay, which is very important and significant for our the SSB lecture and the PGT examination. Okay, and accordingly you can also see that the OPSC PGT also will include this syllabus or this question. Accordingly you will can match. Okay, so this is how the brief idea and introduction for the today sessions. So with these notes, let's start. The first and the foremost thing that you need to subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed, and press the bell icons as your mark of attendance. So this could be a very wonderful thing for you as a being a part of the family of this 200 subscriber of the Tapas Kumar Pradhan, study with Tapas Kumar Pradhan. So let's begin our today discussion. So what is our the box of focus? That we will focus the thinker, the book and author, the ideology and basic principles. So before going to the questions, I will try to reflect one thing. This session is not going to be your master session, but it is the sessions to crack the examinations. So here the limited thing you will get, but this limited thing is based on the holistic approach, that specific emphasize on the particular things which is going to very crucial for the examinations. So don't think you will get everything here. No, it's a session for the SSV lecture. Keep in mind that you need to consider all the fact and the figures. So let's see the first previous year question. International literature is very rich and identify below the wrong of author and books. So one of the favorite question of SSB, that there is a author and the book, and we need to find out the which one is incorrect. Okay, so E has got 20 year of the crisis. Option B, Hadley Bull, the world since 1945. Then option C, Raymond Aron, the swords into the plowshares. Okay. Then option D, Hans Morgenthau, politics among nations. So you need to find out which one is incorrect pair. Okay. And we all know that the way to approach this question, the elimination methods. So first option obviously correct. Then your fourth option obviously is correct. Then remaining the two option B and C. I would say Hadley Bull wrote a book world since 1945, but your option C is incorrect, because the swords into the plowshares. Okay, the book is written by the swords into the plowshares. The book written by your Ines Canon. So here you can see the Ines Canon. Sorry, the Ines Claude wrote a book, The Swords into the Share, and the problem and prospect of international organizations. Okay. So what are the problem and prospects in international organization this book deals? For example, your political development. For example, the League of Nations. Okay. For example, your the internet. These are the international organization. So regarding the problem and prospects with regard to the international organization, the book Swords into the Plowshares specifically deals. So that you have to remember that the book written by I Clot. Okay, so that from here we notice that the thinker and book, we need to emphasize in the different approaches the thinker and books. Okay, book and thinker, what are the book and the thinker, so that you can prepare a list of the books and the thinkers. Okay, the thinker and book, and it would be helpful for the examinations. Okay, it require practice. Okay, the more you practice, the more you write down the things multiple times, then it will be automatically remember to you. The next question, John Hodge was associated with the option A, positivism, idealisms, realistic liberalism, and new realisms. So John Hodge associated with, and I believe it's very easy question, and you did provide the correct answer of these questions. So option C is answer, the realistic liberalism. Okay, so I have already added the answer key. Okay, the answer C, that realistic liberalism, the John Hodge belongs to the realistic liberalism. Okay, then extra information for examination, that John Hodge coined the term security dilemma. Okay, so security dilemma, the word is coined by John Hodge. Okay, John Hodge coined the term security dilemma. Another extra information for all of you, that the concept of containment. Okay, the word containment was coined by George Kennan. Okay, George Kennan coined the word containment. Okay, these two words or the two thinker, you need to write down your note, that the John Hodge security dilemma, John Hodge containment, George Kennan containment. So that you have to remember. Then moving to the next question, that I have already mentioned here, that George Kennan the containment word coined. Okay, then J.P. Nash was known for what? That game theory, option A. Option B, functionalism. Option C, decision making theory, and option D, bargaining theory. J.P. Nash belong to which school of thought? The appropriate answer of this question is game theory. Option A, J.P. Nash belong to the game theory, and that you need to remember that. And along with it, there can be questions regarding the J.P. Nash. Then for that you have to remember, he wrote a paper, that bargaining problem. Okay, so bargaining problem, the paper was written by J.P. Nash. Along with it, non-cooperative games. Okay, so non-cooperative games and bargaining problem are the two paper which was written by JP Nash, and it's very very important. Please mark this as your highlights point. Okay, please mark this as your highlight point. That is how you have to remember. From here you can analyze that from international relations approaches to international relation, specific to the SSB, we need to emphasize the thinker, their school of thought, their book, and the word the thinker was coined. Okay, so that three things you have to remember, that the thinker, okay, then book, then the school of thought, then the work, the word which coined by a thinker. So that fourth thing you need to write down in your short note. Okay, that would be very very helpful to you. Then moving to the next question, who said the survival of the state depends on material capability and its alliance with other states. Okay, so option before you, and you need to provide the answer. And from this question, I would like to tell you the one thing that one should learn from the question, that the paper is all about the smart and the way of your approaching to the questions. Okay, sometimes it will require the ratification and sometimes also require the smart work. And from this you need to both the thing for tackling this question. You need to both the thing, that smart work plus your the what like understanding, conceptual understanding is required, because uh, international approaches you need to understand. So here the survival is the keyword. If I talk about the questions, the regarding this question number 4, the survival is keyword, and the survivals the keyword which can lead to identify the answers. So obviously the correct answer we all know, the Kenneth Walsh, option C. But before that we need to understand the rationale before how to approach these questions. Okay, in international relations, especially in your the neo-realism, there are two diverse thought. One is the offensive realism, another one is the defensive realism. So you need to understand the defensive realism. Defensive means what? You defend. If someone attack you, you will defend. For what? To protection of life, to ensure your security of life. Okay, to ensure your survivals. That is how defensive realism equated with the word survivals. And who belongs to the defensive realism? Kenneth Walsh. On the other hand, the offensive realism, who talks about the maximizing power, the hegemony, the power, the hegemony, power, the offensive realism. You offend. Okay, okay. So this the belong to John Mortimer. So offensive John Mortimer, maximizing hegemony, power. This is the keyword. But on the other hand, defensive, the defend, to survive, to security. That is how the Kenneth Walsh. So this is how the keyword and answer is the Kenneth Walsh. So sometimes you need to also work upon your smartness along with the conceptual clarity. That is how from this question we could understand. Moving to the next question, who wrote a book imperialism and world politics? So a question टा मु टेलीग्राम आईडी रे शेयर करथिली गोटे क्विज फॉर्मेट रे, बहुत पिला एटा रॉन्ग करले. इट्स ए न्यू इंफॉर्मेशन फॉर यू गाइस that you need to remember. The imperialism and world politics, the book is written by Parker Thomas Moon. Option D is the answer. Parker Thomas book Imperialism and World Politics, and Parker Thomas Moon belongs to your IR idealism school. Okay, तो यहाँ आमर कौन गोटे एक्सपेक्टेड क्वेश्चन है, तो से क्वेश्चन पचार कौन बुक किए रिलेट लिखी, कौन स्कॉलर को स्कूल ऑफ थॉट को बिलोंग्स कर, तो यहाँ गोटे क्वेश्चन है जोटा कि फ्रेम कराई मो द्वारा है. तो ये भाव आम बर्तमान देखा कौन ना आइडियोलिज्म जो आमर अप्रोचेस टू आईआर अच्छी, तो आइडियोलिज्म आम आज फोकस करवा सहित आइडियोलिज्म रे वुड्रो विल्सन कौन कहते 14टा प्रिंसिपल रे, तापर डिफरेंट स्कॉलर जो आम आइडियोलिज्म अच्छे से कंट्रीब्यूशन कौन अच्छे से कौन बुक लिखिं आ कौन एक्सपेक्टेड क्वेश्चन हो पार, गोटे टेबुल तार फ्रेम कर फ्रॉम दिस टेबुल विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दिस टेबुल वी कुड revise the concept, okay, quickly, okay, without like basically the loss our times. So let's start, and this is also one of type of the question. After this is going to your homework. First we will switch to our theory. After the theory we will again come back to this question, and this would be your homework question to all of you to provide the answers. So let's start. Again, I am try to reinculcate that the theory and thinker are our main objective. So what is idealism? Let's have a brief idea about the idealism. What is idealism? Now, idealism believes to phase out the war, hunger, inequality, tyranny, force, suppressions, violence from the international relations. तो गोटे परिप्रेक्षी तुम देखिए आइडियलिज्म, द वर्ड आइडियलिज्म इटसेल्फ डिनोट्स समथिंग इज आइडियल, समथिंग इज द the based on the values and which is never achievable. Okay, we all know the idea or idealisms which is based on the something ideal in nature which is never achievable. Like you will say the non-violence society, you will say the society which is there is no existence of inequality, then it is never achievable, it's never imaginable. That is how utopian thought, and that utopian thought believe in what? Inequality, violence, non-violence, okay, non-existence of inequality, force, suppression, जो सोसाइटी एक किसी नथिबो ही आ जोड़ा कि वास्तव मध्य नुहे, कारण जदि हम देखिबा each and every society is based on the system of violence, suppressions, okay, then force, okay, inequality, every kind of society, x y z, okay, okay, be it democratic, be it non-democratic, be it authoritarian, be it totalitarian, every kind of society, the system of violence, system of inequality, system of resistance, all things always prevail and has been prevail since the very start of our civilizations. So this is how believe that idealism, that there is non-existence of these things. Okay, that is how you have to remember that idealism means idea, ideals, जोटा कि आदर्श, जोटा कि माने से बिलीव करन जोटा कि परफेक्ट सोसाइटी, जोटा कि किछि विद्रोह नथिबो, दोष नथिबो, द्वंद्व नथिबो, that is how their idea, but which is not achievable. That we have to remember in this way. Then Woodrow Wilson, one of the leading scholar to the idealism approaches, and he is known as the father of the League of Nations with 14 principles. What are the 14 principles? So I think this 14 principle is very very important, but you need to just make a 2 or 3 notes. It could be very easy to remember, and it's about the conceptual clarity. If you have the conceptual understanding of idealism, then you could understand this thing very easily. The first, open diplomacy, freedom of the sea, removal of economic barriers, reduction of armament, adjustment of the colonial claims, conquest of the territory in Russia, preservation of Bulgarian sovereignty, restoration of the French territory, redrawing the Italian frontier, division of Austria-Hungary, redrawing the Balkan boundaries, okay, then the limitation on Turkey, then Poland, and association of the nation. So these are the 14 principles by the Woodrow Wilson. So they can ask the question, which among the following is not related or related to the 14-point principle of the Woodrow Wilson. So for that you need to remember these things, but it's require a conceptual understanding along with a quick look of these 14-point principles. I believe it is clear. And moving to the next thing, which is very very important for exam point of view, मोटे चार्ट बना देछंती, जैसे चार्ट माध्यम कोन यू विल सी द डिफरेंट थिंकर एंड द book and thinker quickly. Okay, Woodrow Wilson's 14 point for the peace. Alfred Jimon, these are all idealism scholar. Let me clarify to all, these are all idealism scholar. Okay, Alfred Jimon's book The League of Nations and the Rule of Law 1918 to 1935. Okay, then Philip Noel Barker, Campaign for the Disarmament. Okay, Campaign for Disarmament, Philip Noel Barker. Okay, then Parker Thomas Moon, book Imperialism and World Politics. Okay, World Politics. Okay, Imperialism and World Politics, book by Parker Thomas Moon. Okay, this question was asked in multiple times in your Telegram ID or in your question practice also. Then Norman Angel, The Great Illusions. The Great Illusion, Norman Angels. Bertrand Russell also belongs to the idealism school of thought. Okay, then next Aldous Huxley. Okay, Aldous Huxley. Then William Ladd, the founder and the first president of American Peace Society. So they can ask the question, who is the first president of American Peace Society and founder of the American Peace Society? That William Ladd. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi has also a contribution towards the idealism, we all know. Richard Cobden. Okay, then Arnold J. Tunway. This was also asked in your Telegram ID. Most of people did wrong, and from you have to remember that Arnold J. Tunway belongs to the idealism school, and he wrote a book, Nationality and the War. Okay, Nationality and the War. Okay, Nationality and the War. So guys, in this way you can also prepare a list of thinker and their books. Okay, books and list of thinker, their idea, what are the book written by them, the word they coined and which school they belongs. Okay, what are the contribution of them. So you have to prepare a proper sheets or chart like I has prepared here. Okay, so you can refer this thing. And one more things which I would like to explain, the Norman Angels, one of the great scholar. Okay, he wrote a book Great Illusion, and you need to understand what is the concept of great illusions. Okay, well, according to the idealisms. Okay, you need to remember. Of before that, I would like to highlight one thing. Okay, uh, in the middle of situation, in the middle of our discussion, one thing you need to remember, that my objective to came with the video and providing the different thing, there is one rationale, that I have started a operation 500. What is operation 500? The target of the this video or the upcoming video is comes under the operation 500. Okay, the target 500, or you can say that operation 500, what does it mean? Okay, so for that you need to understand that a operation 500 or target 500, I believes, what I believes, that I need a 500 subscriber in this month. Okay, in this July month I have a target that I will achieve the 500 subscriber. Right now in my channel total subscriber is 208, and my target that to achieve the 500 subscriber, because I believes without a target, a destination, no one basically can achieve. Okay, like guys, you have also a dream that to crack the examination and being a lectures. Similarly, I have a target to have the 500 subscriber in this month, and I need your supports, because this is the one source of the motivations. Okay, otherwise how will I make video? I have other work, PhD work, I have other things. Okay, and there is no need to work for this thing, because I have already JRF and I have the fellowship with me. Okay, the objective to work, that I have also rational that I have to achieve some subscriber. That is the clear thing, clear point. And in this operation I need your support, I need your help. That you have to, one thing I would request to all, that you have to share with your friends. You have to share your friends. Okay, just your one share will help me a lot to achieve these operations. If you will with me, then I will with you. If you will with your own, like what calls the hopes, the your individual instinct. Okay, so then I will also do same kind of behavior with you in upcoming session. That is how the clear cut things from my side. So if you really want that I will continue the video, then you have to share. Your one sharing will save my one subscriber. So this is all about from my side. Sorry for interruptions, sorry for interpret. Now let's start the Norman Angels, the Great Illusion. So what is the Great Illusion? Great Illusions, according to idealisms, that war is a illusions. The war which kon gote mithya, war kichi nahi. War re even though win, though party, even the party win, they also losses in war. Okay, just suppose say for example your Russia and Ukraine. Okay, Russia Ukraine war hochi, নহলে Hamas and Israel war hochi. Even Israel are capturing the basically Hamas, and the Israel also at the same time lost its peoples, lost its soldier, lost its human power, lost its human capital, social capital. So so in this way he talks about the war is nothing. War is always about the destructions, the losses of human capital, human resource, and all the things. Okay, so that is how the war is illusions. The war is not a good things, or it should be avoidable, because it is always at a destroy in natures. Okay, even you are win or even you are loss, you have to suffer the loss, you have to face the loss, you have to face the basic loss of everything. Okay, that is how the great illusion, that is how it is a illusion. War is a illusion according to idealism, and this concept specially delivered by the Norman Angels. Okay, let's switch to the questions, homework question to all of you. There is a homework questions like which among the following is not related to idealism? Preservation of the violence and suppressions, principle of self-help, statecraft and national power, and option D, elimination of inequality. So you need to find that which option is correct, which option is incorrect with respect to idealisms. We have already discussed what about the idealism and what are the things related to idealism. Now you need to find out the correct with regard to the idealism. Okay, guys. So this is all about from my side, and those are ଯେଉଁମାନେ ମୋତେ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍ ଆର ଲାଇକ୍ ପି ଡି ଏଫ୍ କୋଡ଼ ମିଳିଯିବ, ଲାଇକ୍ ଦ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ୍ କୁଇଜ୍ କୋଡ଼ ମିଳିବ, ତ ଫର୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ୟୁ ନିଡ୍ ଟୁ ଜଏନ୍ ଦ ଟେଲିଗ୍ରାମ ଆଇ ଡ଼ି ତାପସ କୁମାର ପ୍ରଧାନ କି ପାଠଶାଳା. ଦେର୍ ୟୁ ୱିଲ୍ ଗେଟ୍ ଦ ପି ଡି ଏଫ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦିସ୍ ସେସନ୍, ଅଲସୋ ଦ ପି ଡି ଏଫ୍ which the session of which I already conducted, that will share in your by the help of your telegram id. So for that you need to join the telegram id, and there is no single rupees charge for joining telegram id or access of the pdf. Okay, then followed by you need to subscribe the channel and share with your friend, that I have already shared with you. Thank you guys, have a nice day. And if you have any like topic which you want to cover from my side, you can message in the comment section. I will try to write down in my the list of the topics which I am going to conduct in upcoming sessions. So in this way we will try to cover all the things. Okay, so this is all about from my side for the today class about idealism. I believe it's very interesting and valuable. Thank you guys, thank you so much.